I'm so excited, I can hardly stand it. We are here with Marcie of Bad Sheep Yarn. Oh, I've just been fangirling since last night when we met and hung out and put up all this beautiful yarn. So Marcie's also a new Floridian. You have a huge following. So we're so flattered that you're here and just tickled that we have over 1,000 skeins. Let me see if I can kind of spin this a little bit to give you a view. All right, now I'm going to spin it and hopefully the phone doesn't fall. There we go. There. All right. Let's see if we get you back. Okay, perfect. So, Marcie, as a born and bred Floridian myself, I want to welcome you to the South.
Thank you.
We're over the state line now, but now we're here. So just why are you now in the South from Alaska? That's the first question I want to start with.
Winters were cold, and it's just really hard to run an e-commerce business. And when you're shipping everything from the States and it has to be barged up and flown up and everything else, so it just was a lot. And you know, just other life stuff. Wanted to have life experience and give our kids a broader picture of the world and everything
Sunshine.
else. Yeah, yeah, that's been my favorite part.
Yeah, all that good vitamin D.
Yeah.
Oh, so thank you guys for tuning in. We've already got Denise and Carol and Kathy and Kay. Yes,
Aw,
I
Kay.
agree, Kay. Marcie is awesome, even more in person. Okay, so we have some questions that we like to ask our dyers when they visit. So here's one. What do you watch or listen to when you're dyeing?
Oh, well, okay. So now a lot of times we listen to music in the studio when we're dyeing yarn, and we've got a staff, so I pretty much let them pick what they want to listen to because I'm all over the place. But when I was by myself, I watched a lot of Hot Ones, the YouTube channel, and
I haven't seen that.
they just interview celebrities while they're eating hot chicken
Oh,
wings.
I have seen a few of those.
Yeah.
With Austin Butler.
Yeah,
Once I saw Elvis,
yeah.
I was obsessed and had to watch as many Austin Butler interviews as I could.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So I watched that and historical documentaries from BBC YouTubes. So, you know, it's a real exciting, it's an exciting time.
It's right up my alley.
I know.
I'd rather watch them eat the hot wings than me.
I know, yeah, I don't want to eat it, but I don't like to watch other people suffer.
Oh, let's see, we've got Denise and Kathy. Thank you guys so much. You're getting up early. Some of you aren't even in this time zone, so we're just very appreciative. And we do have the online shop up. Some of you have already found it earlier this morning. So let's just talk about some of these colors.
Okay.
So we're just surrounded by amazing ones. Pick some that are your favorite, show them off.
Oh man, right now behind you there's yellow.
Oh yeah,
tang.
you were saying yesterday.
This is one of my favorites. This is one of the ones where it's like not everyone's favorite, and I understand that, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I love it.
I pulled an order this morning for Laura with, I'm not sure if it was exactly these, but it was like, it looked like a Stephen West pattern.
Ooh, fun.
Oh,
that's really pretty. Ooh.
I think Laura put that together. I immediately thought of
Orchid,
Stephen.
wild blueberry, and yellow tang.
Yeah.
Yes, those are pretty.
Isn't that
Orchid
fun?
and wild blueberry are really pretty together.
And as a child growing up in Miami, I remember Tang. So it actually it makes me think of Tang. So the Tang, have you knit something in it yet?
I am right now. I'm making the I've made a hat in it. I made a hat in it right away, and then I've just started the butterfly shawl.
Oh
with
yeah.
all the short rows and stuff, and I'm using yellow tang and prism with it.
And
so
prism.
Prism's right behind your shoulder there.
This one here.
Yep.
These two
Those
together.
two. So it's supposed to have different yarn where each little pocket changes color, but I'm just doing it the same.
Yeah.
Because it's a heavy variegated. And
That's
I
gonna
was
be
like,
stunning.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
So Melinda got up, set her alarm at 5:55 so that she could shop when it went live at 6. So that is dedication. You have an amazing fan base.
Oh,
so,
they're great.
Yeah, and they told us about you moving.
Oh.
So they're like, when she gets there, you need to get her because she'll be nearby.
Okay, here's the tea.
Yeah. So what's the favorite pattern that you've seen your yarn used in?
Oh man. Alex and I were talking about this last night. I have a few that have stuck out in my memory as ones that I will never forget. A lady made this whole entire rainbow twirl coat out of our Colorways The Fantasy set, and so it was this like wonderful, it was intense and amazing. But I think, and like I remember stuff like that a lot, and just people show us what they're making all the time, and I get inspired by that, like things that I want to make, because I'm really not a lot in the pattern world, and not because I don't want to be.
You can only be so many
I
places.
can only be so many places at one time, and so I get inspired by that. But my most favorite things, and the things that are most touching, are when people send us like pictures of like their new grandbabies in yarn, or their new babies in our yarn, and they were like, I made my kid a sweater or something. It's so touching.
And it's going to be so super and bright and happy too.
Yeah, and like that kind of stuff, like where people make something and it's really meaningful to them, it makes me feel, it's always blown my mind. It's such an honor, and it's just like, wow. That part I will never get old, in that it's always makes me feel super humbled. And
isn't it amazing to be such a important part of someone's life? I mean, I feel that way in the store too. I mean, they're spending so much time making something, and they're choosing your yarn to do it in.
Yeah, I never really understood until probably the last like year or two how much what you're doing affects other people, and it's really we talk about it a lot at our work. Of we try really hard to make sure things are good and as best as we can, and as pretty as we can, and as perfect as it can for people, because it's it's a lot. It's a lot for people.
Yeah, they're giving up their hard-earned money for this.
Yeah, and their time, and what they're making is an heirloom, and so it's like you want it to be good, because it's something where they're investing in you. And
well, I think that's what gives you longevity too, is that you care about
that.
That.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, and Alex was commenting on our service sign over our counter. And that's like, for us, it was hard well, it wasn't really hard, I shouldn't say that, but leaving the university life and coming into retail, but it's not really retail.
Yeah.
It's really about service.
Yeah, it's such a community.
And that's why I love that sign, is it kind of reminds me that we're here. Melissa's so good at finding patterns and helping people sort that out and all of that.
Yeah.
It's not people. It's not just like, here's this color, don't you like it, buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what inspires your colors? You just have so many amazing colors.
Everything. I've never really, a lot of nature. I really
Has
like
it changed since you moved?
A little bit.
To the beach? Near the beach?
Well, a little bit, but I'm a woods gal at Hawk I am, and so I found the woods, and I like to run, so I've been out there, and that's been really nice. It's made me feel really familiar. But it has a little bit, like, just being in brighter colors and things like that is a lot more, it's more in Florida than it was in Alaska. But
yeah, like this one, like Turtle Cove.
Yeah, well,
just makes me think of Florida.
We made those before we moved.
Okay.
So we had this whole like beach reads, and then it was funny because we made them and we had planned for them because we planned in advance. Yeah.
I wore this for that reason. Because I thought I had made this out of different yarn. She's not dyeing anymore. It's the sweater I'm the most proud of, so I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it for you. But also, you have so many great DKs. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but the Turtle Cove, I thought would be great.
It's
a lot of good brights and a lot of good solids.
Yeah,
that would make some drawing sweaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! I
Yeah.
love your sweater.
Oh,
I've been
well,
looking
thank
at
you.
it this whole time. I'm like, wow, that's nice.
So why don't you grab a few
Oh.
your people love, and ours do too, when you pair things together. So
Ooh,
if you were going to
fun.
make a drawing sweater,
Ooh, if I were to make one.
and I made mine in DK, so we have
I
a
love
lot.
DK
We have a
too.
lot of Bad Sheep Yarn DK on there.
Okay, so if I were to make one, I would do I really
Ooh,
like
yeah.
Big Beth, and then trying to find a color that would let those colors really pop. This is fingering weight. It's not DK, but
Yeah, they'll get the color idea.
I really like
Oh, that would be pretty.
these two.
That'd be right in Melissa's wheelhouse too.
Yeah.
I think this one would be pretty.
Ooh, yeah.
I
that
we
would
put
be
this
pretty.
together last night. These two here.
Yes. Orchid and wild blueberry. Mm-hmm.
Let me get close for you guys. Look at those two together. So you don't have to do as complicated as a drawing sweater. If you just want to do a 2-color, a drifter would be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
A shawl, socks, heels and toes. Melissa's put up a lot of patterns, and when we get some more pattern ideas
Yeah.
from you, we'll fill them in there too.
Yeah. I'm making out of a lot of people from our Facebook group have made it's a free pattern on Ravelry that I think it's called The Age of Brass and Steam.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah,
I'm making
yeah.
that one right now with wild blueberry, but people have made it with all the really crazy variegated ones.
It's perfect for that.
It's
because
perfect.
the pattern doesn't get overwhelmed.
Yeah, and it's increases, a lot of increases and
Yeah.
stuff. So very simple, very easy,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
and it's in DK too.
I see something else we can. Okay, this is these two
Ooh,
here.
yeah. Oh, those are perfect.
Ah, well, I'll just bring the whole thing.
I'll help you. Ooh,
Okay.
and these are DK.
They're both DK.
Ooh, I love the DK, Sean.
So this is how you can make a one skein of DK go really far.
Ooh.
Is use a big needle.
Those are
So
fun drop
any
stitches.
of these really variegated
Yeah.
ones would be really pretty.
And those drop stitches are really fun.
It makes
Don't
it
let
grow.
them intimidate you.
Yeah.
It's fun. They're fun. I went through a drop stitch
Yeah.
phase one time.
And we have a little video on how to do what we call
Which one?
fancy
What
stitch.
pattern is that?
This one's called Crescent City.
Oh, fun.
Yep. And that one is Build Those Bridges.
Oh, cute.
And that's 2 skeins of DK.
Oh, fun. That's really pretty.
Cadence wrote those patterns.
Oh, you wrote this one?
Melissa wants me to say that I wrote those patterns. I
Oh.
did, but I was able to see them right over there, so I brought them over.
Yeah. You're not just like, toot toot.
They're just DK, and they're over there.
I wouldn't blame you. I'm a horrible pattern designer.
Oh,
I'm
My
bad.
friends Janet and Sarah from Not Another Hat in String Theory, we do a subscription box together.
Oh, fun.
Good Vibes. They write patterns a lot, and they held my hand
Oh.
through it. So twice a year, I write one pattern. So 2 a year. That's it. That's all I got.
That's your max.
it. Yeah.
The end.
So when you're looking at your palette, do you look to see, oh, I'm missing a color, or is it just
Yeah.
from your runs and surroundings?
Sometimes it is like, oh, I'm missing a color. Sometimes we've had people ask us for a turquoise color for forever, and it's not that I have anything against turquoise. I just never have, like, it's just never like fit at the right place, right time. So I'm trying really hard to fit that in. So some of it is like, I like to look and see what we don't have of, because I really approach yarn dyeing and what I want to stock our shop with there. I want there to be something for everyone, and so not necessarily like, oh, all these brights and things like that, but I love the moody colors. I love one of my favorite ones, and everyone's always like, no, is black jeans. It's a solid
Okay.
black.
That's hard to do.
It is hard, but I love
Yeah.
that colorway.
Yeah.
Because it's just so standard. You know, it's like
Yeah.
everyone should have a pair of black
Yeah.
jeans. Just should. And so, you know, it's stuff like that. And then we plan a year in advance, and we're having a lot of fun planning like themes and things like that. And so I just kind of we'll sometimes use like pictures from Pinterest to get creative juices flowing, but a lot of times it just starts with like just being in front of a pan and finding a base color and going.
Sorry to interrupt. We do have a comment that says, tell her about the charcuterie collection.
Oh yeah. That's a great. So
Thank you.
the other one, yeah, I'm glad. The other one too. I'm glad I love our Facebook group. Our Facebook group does a lot of influence over me and what I do, and it's fun because we will have jokes or something like that, and it will become a whole entire set. So the charcuterie set was a joke that we had started a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and they're still pushing for a natural disasters yarn set. And I don't know how to photograph that one, but we did the charcuterie, and we were laughing because we decided not to do a meat yarn because I was like, I really just can't like mentally make myself go there for so long with making something. But we did cheeses, we did something sweet, we did all kinds of...
Did you do crackers?
No, we did honey brie. There's honey brie, chocolate, olive tapenade, and...
I love that.
Yeah, and spiced currant, which was going to be cranberry chutney, but I really just don't like the word chutney. I don't like saying it that much.
Yeah,
it just
it's
makes
your
me
world.
like,
You get to create it. Yeah.
So...
My mom used to make mango chutney.
Oh yeah, I bet it's delicious.
No, the whole house smelled. I had to pick up the rotten mangoes out of the yard.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm with you on
You're
that.
like,
yeah. I like it when I get to eat it, but the thought, it makes me think of the whole house and then the mangoes that rotted during it.
Yeah, no. So
that's a
it's
Floridian
thing.
thing.
That was a no on the chutney.
Is this a theme? This one that you got up? Look at this display. Isn't that fabulous?
This is the deconstructed rainbows, and we had made rainbows and airwaves a few years ago, and just really love it. And so we were like, well, let's pull out the colors from it. And I really love the retro, almost pastel-y rainbow feel. Alex says it reminds him of Rainbow Connection with Kermit the Frog.
Oh.
And so we always, why does? Anyway.
See, we got some singing there.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like we're working in a musical sometimes.
So what inspires your yarn names? I mean, we got some of that between this and the charcuterie.
Yeah. It really is just what fits and what sits, right? So with the deconstructed rainbows, I had the yarn, I just didn't have any names for it. So our dye team pretty much named all those. They were the ones that were like, it's like ice cream, we should name them like desserts. And so I changed a few things here and there with it, but they did that. And then our manager, Allie, I bounce off like all of my ideas with her because there are times where
did she move with you, or did you
she
find...
did.
Wow.
Yeah, we love Allie.
Yeah.
And so I bounce everything off of her because she is not afraid to be like, that's a dumb idea. And I'm like, thanks. I needed that. And in our Facebook group too, we will do name things with our Facebook group, and we've had a few times where they've named stuff too. So it's just everything. I will parcel through stuff until it sits right and it feels right and it rolls off the tongue, and our shipping room is like, we can fit that on a tag.
Yeah.
And then she'll change it at the last minute.
Yeah, I drive everyone crazy because we'll have something and then I'll be like, and then I'll come in and be like, did you guys make tags yet? And they'll say yes, and I'll be like, oh, I really wanted to change that, and it'll be on the recipes, and then we'll have to cross it out, and I drive them crazy.
Again, it's your world. You're making the world.
I'm like, listen, guys, it's always a good idea. It's better this way.
What's your favorite way to dye? Like, we love the yarns, but we don't know all the different ways. So just tell us one of the ways that you like to dye.
I really like the ways I like to dye.
Yeah, that just sounds funny, doesn't it? I really love, me personally, I love the most complicated, variegated, hard to do, tons of steps. I love those ones. Like this Macbeth.
Macbeth, I
Looks
really love.
complicated.
It is pretty complicated. I love Macbeth.
I'm gonna hold it closer so you guys can see how complicated this must be to dye.
The prism one I really love with all the speckles. I like seeing how things like work up just naturally with the dyes, and I like having fun and funky colors, and I like working on something and making sure it works up really good. And so those are my favorites. I don't love making solids, like just the process of it.
Yeah, I can see that it's not as fun.
Yeah, but yeah. Those
But you
ones
did
really
say like this one last night. You were
I
saying
love that color.
like trying to. I think the challenge then
Yeah.
is getting the color just the one you want.
Yes.
This is orchid.
Yes, that is the challenge. Yeah. So I like the challenge, I guess.
That's what
it's
that
like.
art is in your heart.
Yes.
Any dyeing disasters?
Oh. Yes. We have rules with things like always put the lid on before you walk away. Because one time, Allie and I were working late. It was like over the holidays, and it was just the two of us, and we were talking about the new Adele album and our pros and cons with it. I remember it so well. And I had been dyeing all day. My clothes were pretty wet, just from water and stuff, and I turned really fast and a whole jar of red dye fell all over the floor, all over me. It stuck to all my clothes. I had it just all down my outfit, and when you dye, the powder hits wet, it's like, it was bad.
Oh.
It looked like a crime scene. There was water on the floor, so it's like red all over the floor, it's everywhere. It was just so bad. And that was, you have to clean it up because it's like, you don't want to inhale it or anything, and also it's everywhere.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Wow. All right, that's a disaster.
It was a disaster.
Yeah.
So but we always say, like, you do it once, probably won't happen again. I've done it at least twice.
So now I'm going to talk about like your own knitting. So what pattern have you knit more than once?
The hipster hat by Petite Knits.
Okay.
It's just easy, and I wear it a lot. It has really good wearability. Like, it's a nice casual hat, and Alex wears them. I've made them for Alex.
What weight is that?
DK.
DK. Okay, so we'll put the hipster. Hipster. Do you what's the most handy item in your Notion bag?
I am the most simple Notion bag girl. I've got a full-on sewer's measuring tape in mine.
Okay.
Because I like to sew sometimes.
Okay.
I need
not
all
even the kind that retracts.
No, it's just hanging out
Yeah.
in there. It's just all flat in there. But I use it a lot, and so I think pretty much the things that I use most consistently are my measuring tape. I have a tapestry needle always. Little snips, and then I don't always use them. I'm just trying really hard to make them in there because I'm tired of having to
rip.
Yeah.
Hurt your hands.
Yeah. And I need to have more stitch markers, but I always lose them. So I almost always have scrap yarn in my bag just in case.
It's for stitch markers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't knit without a stitch marker.
I need
a lot of them. They're my speed bumps.
Yeah. I gotta get better at that.
Sounds like she might need a lobster claw.
Yeah. We got a little lobster claw that holds all your stitch markers.
Ooh, yeah. I had one of those.
We'll go shopping.
Yay! I had one of those, and then I took all the stitch markers off and didn't put them back on. I was like, dang it.
Maybe
Why
you
do
need
I
to.
do this to myself?
So what do you do for fun or to relax? You guys may not know, she has 3 kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding. I love them. They're great.
Yeah. I got 3. Melissa's got 3. We know what it's like to be a mom of 3.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and
It's a circus.
They're busy.
Yeah.
So not a lot. Right now I read a lot. I'm in a phase of fairy romance novels that I wish I wasn't in, but
Fairy? Did you say
fairy? Yeah. I wish I was out of that, but I'm not. I'm sorry. Going strong in there. And then I I run a lot. I'm
Okay.
training for an ultra marathon right now, so
I don't
it's
even know
like
what an ultra. What is an
it's
ultra?
a
long.
lot.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
longer than a marathon. So
Okay.
I'm the shortest
Yeah,
version of that one. But
And will you do that in Pensacola?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm doing that in my free time.
And when's the marathon?
August,
Okay.
the end of August, right when it's nice and
my
chilly.
God.
You know,
Oh,
right?
it's the worst.
Perfect running weather.
I'm very
Maybe
impressed.
there's a hurricane that I don't know.
It is.
The-
It is
yeah,
the season.
The end, the
Yeah.
very end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You've had to learn about hurricane season, right? That was nothing.
yeah. No, nothing crazy
Yeah.
at all. But
Yeah.
everyone's
The
like,
thing
"We're
about
doing-"
the thing about hurricanes is you get plenty of warning.
yeah.
So they're
Almost-
as they rank as natural disasters, they can be devastating, but you do get warning.
Yeah, that is nice, and it has been very much like little. You know, we had one that missed us, but the anticipation buildup was like,
Yeah.
and then it was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
even get a drop of
Yeah,
rain.
it's a lot of stuff like that. What's the strangest place you've ever knitted?
Alex is over there chuckling because I went over my answers with him last night, and he was like, "Oh my gosh." One time, I take my knitting with me everywhere, whether I get to do it or not. So I really don't think like knitting in public is strange or anything else. But one time I did try. We had a walk-in shower, and I was like, maybe this will work. And I tried to take it in the shower with me. It didn't.
Okay, it wasn't far enough away
That
from
was a mistake.
Yeah.
The walk.
Yeah.
The miss.
Okay, that's a really good answer.
Very quickly, I was like, nope, that's not.
And what would be your dream trip?
We're planning it right now. I went to France last year with my family, loved it, and now Alex and I are planning a trip to go back. So I
Lots of
loved it.
knitting on the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. How has your previous work? What did you do before you were a dyer?
Nothing. No, I'm
Okay,
kidding.
that's not
Just
true.
kidding. I was a mom and loved being with my kids. I did some things here and there, some volunteer stuff that kind of helped me with like figuring out, and I think that helped me figure out things like how to manage just like a setting and how to get things done, kind of.
Okay. Yeah.
But I worked for Shandy of Expression Fiber Arts, and she taught me how to dye yarn and really opened up that world for me there. And so I think that's probably the most like work experience that I've had that is so greatly influenced.
Yeah.
Because I didn't, before working for her, I thought like, why would I dye yarn when I could just buy it that way? And I just had no idea, and I was so very limited in even like my own yarn choices and my own things that I liked. And I feel like working for her opened up my eyes to color appreciation. And
What a great apprenticeship.
yeah, it was amazing. We're still friends.
Yeah.
I love her. She's great. So yeah.
All right. The last question I have for you is: how do you blend your yarn dyeing and any causes that you care deeply about?
You know, the thing that I really, really care for right now is, and we talk online, like on our website and stuff, we have these like core values that we have about mostly like being kind to other people and being respectful. And I think we started those and had them because I think as a company you need core values. But
our world needs those values.
yeah, and
So thanks.
it's been our big thing with even our customer service, the way that we treat our staff. Like I really, really, really value that our staff. I feel like it starts at home, where our staff is treating each other kindly, is being treated well, that we give them a good work environment, and I love everyone that we work with. I've really truly enjoyed it, and so but it's hard work. It's really hard work to to stand for that, to run a business with integrity, and to make sure that you're just doing your best for the people that are around you, and then also I think that flows into the people that you serve. And so that, it's like our causes, I don't really think like as a business yet we have causes in the sense of the word, because that has been my mission for so long, is just to work really hard to be that at a core. We're someone that has a lot of integrity and a lot of kindness for people and all different kinds of people, and that it starts with us and then kind of flows out into our
they
community.
take that into the community and it flows into the people that you serve. That's beautiful. That's very well said.
It's important. It's important. It's super important to me. But anyways.
Yeah, I think that's yet another thing we have in common. It's really important to me that our team feels like they are integral. Like we would not be who we are without
I appreciate
Melissa,
them
Helen, and Carolina. So. Yeah. And you guys, All right, so let's do a couple more pairings, and then we're going to let you guys shop online and send us your questions. You can send it to 229-236-GOAT if you want to send us questions.
Stacey.
And Holly and Veronica and Melissa looks like she's got a question to ask us there.
Somebody asked if there's a swatch of Sunset Cruise.
I don't have a swatch of Sunset Cruise. I made everything and thought, I should swatch this. And then I was like, I don't want to use up. Yeah.
I know, that's how I feel. I don't want to
it's
use
like,
them up.
Well, it's like I want everything available for everyone.
Yeah.
But we can open one up. I can open one up really quick. And then you can.
And we have the picture we have is the one opened up too.
Yes, there's a picture of it opened up. And so, oops, it's caught on the ring. So here it is opened up. It doesn't have a lot of big color blocks, so it's pretty variegated. You'll get a lot of pink in there, and I think that will probably be the most.
I love this.
Yeah,
saturated color there.
The teal there. Yes. Here's that. And then there's some fun oranges and lavenders and blue speckles, purple speckles. Just lots of fun things in there.
In fact, I would even put that with orchid.
Yep. Or orchid goes with there.
Yeah.
Orchids are a new feather.
Yeah.
Orchid, it goes really pretty. We put it with Turtle Cove. And then all of these fun beach sets. Now it's all. No. Put it back together. Sorry, I'll fix it. I'll fix it later.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
It used to be so much better. And then,
any others there, Melissa, for us to?
Somebody was asking when you knit, but I think.
Okay.
When I knit?
Like when? Yeah. When you
Oh.
In the shower.
Yeah.
In the shower, yeah.
Well, I'm not doing that anymore.
That's a good story.
I did.
No one's coming to check.
No. It's my only private time.
Right? As a mom of 3 kids, absolutely.
Sometimes not even that.
Right,
I have one kid that's always like, knock, knock, knock.
Yeah.
Not now.
Yeah.
So, the Sunset Cruise goes great with that. It would go really pretty with this Orange Julius colorway. Oops.
Oh, thank you, Karen. Thanks for saying that we're your favorite ladies.
A lot of those.
Aw. This would be fun with Orange Julius, and then you could put it with that would be so much. Okay, so basically looks great with the rainbows, deconstructed rainbows things.
And Marcie said I can up the number on that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll increase the number on the Sunset Cruise.
Yes. And then I bet it would look really pretty with this hibiscus sorbet too. Ooh, yay! This one was a hard one to name because I haven't.
I think that's my favorite.
Ooh, it's
of what
fun.
you have right here.
Oh, fun! Yay! And then, so those are fun ones with Sunset Cruise. And then that's in the DK back there. And then we've got some darker ones over here. It'd probably look really pretty with zero gravity too. I'm trying to put everything back the way it came. That's where I have a hard time. You take it out, you put it away.
Does that work as a parent?
No. Because I have to tell it to myself.
Yeah.
This one is fun together. The zero gravity is just really cool, really pretty. Hi from Idaho. Hello.
Yeah, I'm
And
with you, Carrie. That hibiscus sorbet. Yeah,
it's fun.
I think I might do a Crescent City in that, which is great when you just got to have that color and you got to have it now. Like you can do this really quickly.
And then there's this Bay Breeze and Prism would look really pretty together, side by side. Like you
Yeah.
can almost do like a variegated fade situation with that, and then maybe put another one of the.
Show them these two together too, because when you
Ooh,
were laying them
Prince
out, they're
and-
really pretty.
Prince and Sugar Plum. These
Thank
two
you,
were in
Dorothy.
a
I do
set
love this
together.
sweater.
They're really pretty. Oh, Sarah Deborah. Hi. Hi, Sarah. And then I also really like Sugar Plum
Oh, those are
Berries
really
and
pretty
Wildflower
together.
Patch together. Hi, Anya. Those are fun. And we've got all the bright ones here, like extraterrestrial, and they look good with just about everything. There's lots of impressions. Ooh, this is a favorite.
Pete, we will assure here too. I'm trying to give you guys all this.
This is impressions
yeah.
in sea glass. Hi, Patty. And you could put Prism with that too, and that would be a fun thing.
Oh yeah, put those three together. And there's a 3-color drifter also.
Oh, Judy, I'm sending your yarn to my daughter who's on deployment. Oh, hey, Jeannie. Hey, Jeannie, hey. It's fun seeing this.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
oh,
know.
here are my, hey guys, here are my friends. Just like,
Oh, another Barbara's from Idaho also.
woo.
Sandy, that is your color. The sea glass, absolutely.
Sea glass is really pretty. And then I like, sorry, I'm all the way over here off camera.
Well, here, how about we can take the camera over to you.
Oh,
Over here.
well, I've been really liking these two
I'm gonna have to
together.
hold
This
on to
is
it.
sour apple and orchid. They're really pretty together.
Because it's got just that little bit
Yeah,
in there.
yeah. And I like these like weird greens.
Yeah,
and
I do
stuff.
too.
They're just kind of my favorite. But anyways,
Yeah.
those are some fun ones.
Oops.
Well, Marcie, before we wind up, is there anything else I didn't ask you about,
Oh.
or you want to tell them, tell our fuzzy fans? I think your fans know all the things, but our fuzzy fans might.
Oh, well, thank you for having me.
Oh.
Your shop is so cute. It's so fun, and I'm already like, oh my goodness, I wanted to get so many things. And it's been so fun to meet you and
Yeah.
to be here, and I just love it. I've never been to Georgia. So.
Yeah, it's just barely over the state
I know.
line. But,
It's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh.
Well, we're going to wind up the live. We may go again later on today if we get time or
Yeah.
the wherewithal to do that. But we are here to serve you and help you put
Get
things
some
together.
stitch markers.
Yes, we're
actually-
gonna make sure she gets some of those
Yeah.
before she goes.
I went to I in the car I started my pattern and I realized, and it's like, make sure you have stitch markers, and I was like because I realized I didn't have it. So
Yeah,
I was
I'll show you my
already-
little trick. I use the lobster claw and I attach it to the inside of my bag, and I always have it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you guys for watching, and we've got lots of yarn for
Yay.
you here.
It is like a takeover.
Yeah.
I overpack.
Thank you, Marcie.
Thank you.